Now it's Smith off the bootleg. He'll find Metcalf. And Metcalf going to have the Seahawks first down as he'll get this up to midfield. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks.
Metcalf for the first down, still without a doubt, one of the toughest assignments in the NFL with his size and speed. 1,000-yard season for him, and an absolute nightmare for any corner who matches up with him.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
On second down, it's Walker. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. You talk about this Bengals defense. They enter this one down in the 26th position in the NFL against the run.
And this group talks all the time about wanting to be better, getting stronger against the run. And to me, it all starts up front. You've got to win the line of scrimmage in order to play against the run very well.
Throwing on 3rd down, Smith. We'll get that to Charbonnet. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. The Seahawks moving pretty well through the air. Another first down. We got to like what you're seeing from this offense here on the first drive. A nice, sustained series to begin the game, and it will continue after picking up another first there.
Would you say the word methodical comes to mind? I love the execution. I love what they're doing on this drive. They're controlling the ball, controlling the game, controlling the clock.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
They have their backs up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
And Smith's throw into the hands of Lockett. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. On 3rd down, here's Walker. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. And a loss of 3 to bring up 4.
A great job there by this defense. They give up the long drive, but in the end, it looks like they'll force a field goal attempt.
And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as he'll wind up getting 7 there on 4th and 3. They're able to keep the drive alive, 7 yards that time, and the decision to go for it proves to be a good one. So this drive going to continue following the conversion on 4th. Here's 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Smith. He's going to get this one out to his fullback. So the completion good for just 3. And it'll be 2nd down. And so far, a very nice, methodical opening drive.
This has the feel of a scripted drive that they rehearsed perfectly all week long, and now they're executing it on game day.
Script looks good so far. And they'll come up 2nd and 7. Off of play action. Here's Smith. That's complete right around the 8. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
A lot of precision being shown on this opening drive. They've been methodical, they've been crisp, and as a reward, they're going to be set up with an early 1st and goal.
Walker once more, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
That's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that, got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Logan Wilson, the one who got in there and dropped him to the ground.
2nd goal, last thing you need to do is get pushed backwards to take a sack. But he couldn't find anywhere to go with the football. Had to eat it and ended up on the ground.
They need to reverse the trend. The last 2 plays have gone backwards. Now it's 3rd and goal. Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete. Well, so a drive that spans all that time, and yet you may only come away with 3 points here.
Well, your defense, all right, they actually like these long drives. They get to rest over on the sidelines for a while. But when you're not finishing with points in terms of touchdowns, that's frustrating. They've got to figure out how to close out these long drives and get 6s instead of 3s.
Charlie Jones now from his end zone. And all deep in his own territory. He coughs up the football. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And did he get in? No. They'll mark him down. Yard line.
Starting to get the sense throughout the league that more of the special teams coordinators give their guys the green light to bring the ball out because everyone wants big plays.
And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. Throwing now, Burrow on first down. That one taken in by T. Higgins. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and that'll bring up second down.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 20-yard line.
Now it's Burrow. This goes out wide for Mixon. Call it a gain of a yard, and now we've got a 3rd and 3. You talk about this Seahawk defense. It's quite a unit. Number 1 in the NFL against the pass.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put pressure on the QB, they'd easily move into the top 5.
A big first down on the 16-yard pickup there.
Here we go.
Now a 3-time 1,000-yard rusher, Joe Mixon. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. Credit the tackle there to Uchenna Nwosu.
3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Get set. Hey, we got to go score. Let's go.
3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Ready for the second quarter from Cincinnati. It's the Bengals with the football here as they've got it 2nd and 7.
Here we go, here we go. 11 MT, 11 MT. 12, 12, 12.
And they go play action now. Burrow out to his left. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
And once he escaped the pocket there, he tried to keep those eyes downfield, but nothing was materializing. So he makes a smart move and gets that to the sideline.
On 3rd down, Burrow. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
1 first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
And they punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Returnable for Lockett. 33 yards is the distance on the punt there. And it'll be Seahawk football 1st and 10.
At their own 35-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they were winners the last time they took the field, which was 2 weeks ago. They had the open week last week, so this is a squad that should be really refreshed and ready to roll.
I would agree, because when you get that open week after a victory, it does wonders for everyone. Obviously, your body, get a chance to heal up, but your mind as well. You feel good about winning, so now you can get away from it for a few days, put down the playbook, turn off the film. Just be you. Enjoy that time away, and then you come back ready to go.
They'll roll him out right. Short throw to Dissly. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. So from the 37, here's 2nd and 2. Trying the left side with Walker. Fights off the defender. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. It's a gain of 12, first down Seahawks.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
Hey, here we go, hey.
They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10. Throwing now is Geno. He completes this to Walker. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. To throw is Smith. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. So an incomplete pass a moment ago, and that leads to 2nd and goal. Now to the ground, here's Walker. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. Defensively, I think they can smell a stop ball right around the 5 here, brings up 3rd.
And I think what they've done is they put doubt in the minds of the offensive guys. What do we do? Because now you don't have a go-to play. Either side they pick, throwing it, running it, it won't be easy.
Now Smith on 3rd and goal. Toward the pylon, caught. Touchdown, Seahawks. Nick Bellore, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And they are able to add on to their advantage. Myers connects on the PAT. And the lead grows to 10-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. But no run back here. Fair catch, and this will come out to the 25.
Here we go.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. In the midst of, well, let's just say a not-so-rosy losing streak. They've got the open week, though, coming up next weekend, so you have to figure this to be a game that they dearly love to have.
Oh, indeed. They have to have this one because that's something positive to take with you when you go away for a few days, and it actually releases your mind. If they lose this one, that mind stays cluttered the entire time they're away, and they've got to scramble to get back in sync when they start playing again.
That's a good acceleration there as he's across midfield to the 48-yard line. 12 yards that time and a Cincinnati first down.
11 mighty. 11 mighty.
They're passing here. Joe Burrow. And this is incomplete. Very lucky to get that one back. That nearly picked. It's 2nd down now. The Bengals at a disappointing 1-4 as they start play. And they come into this one knowing it's been a while since they've had a W. They have dropped 4 in a row.
Let me tell you, when you go a month, partner, in this league, without a victory, it gets tough to come to work every day. And in addition, you start to wonder about your job security as well.
They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
On 1, ready?
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Burrow will throw. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there's not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
And here's Brad Robbins now. Oh, it's a wobbler here. Now it's Lockett. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 right at the 40. He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. And he will take it across midfield and down to the 45. So this defense coming up with a takeaway, and maybe that's something that can bring a little life to that sideline.
Well, I don't want to say that they've been sleepwalking through this first half because that's simply not true, but you're right. We haven't seen a lot of fire from these guys, really, on either side of the ball. So maybe that's the catalyst that they needed to get them back into this game.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Boye Mafe got through the line like a knife through butter. He buries him for a loss. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
And he's going to be taken down at the 39, clearly short of the first by a few yards. Give him 8 yards on the carry, and that's going to bring up 4th down.
It's 4th down.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. 10-0 our score. Feeling like they're not quite in field goal range yet. They're going to go for it on 4th.
11.
They'll try and throw forward with Burrow. This is Hamler on the receiving end. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. 4th down, no problem. 19 yards that time, and now it's 1st and 10.
I remember in pregame when we were talking to him on the field, and he took his gloves off and showed us his fingers. A few misshapen ones in there, and now we know why, trying to catch those types of bullets.
That was a dart. Yeah, even for a talented receiver, those are tough to hang on to. Burrow. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Throwing back across his body. And the Seahawks are going to take over once again, and they'll have it at their own 8-yard line.
And as we've seen, points have been precious so far, and they just threw some away on that snap. And look, let's face it, as we advance further into this game, that play will be on the minds of everyone who's watching it. They wonder, this is the turning point. Is this the spot where those points were given away? It could cost them a ball game.
And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards. Walker now on 1st and 10. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. And they're going to speed things up here. To throw on 2nd down is Smith. Flush to his right. And he wisely will throw that one away.
And a smart play there. He's probably saying, I wish I would have done that on the last drive instead of throwing the interception.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. A shotgun snap for Smith. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part. It got them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction. A pretty good punt there, but also a nice return of 12 yards. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10.
On 1, ready?
The Bengals drive about to get going. They're certainly in need of some kind of points here before the end of the half. A field goal or something being shut out right. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. picked off by Riq Woolen. And the Seahawks are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50. An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize.
The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. They'll fake it. Now Smith rolling to his left. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
And this drive was almost over before it began thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on first down, followed by an incompletion. One more good rep, and they get off the field.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. This one into the hands of Metcalf. They get 12 yards back, but it still leads to a 4th and long. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. On 4th down, ready to punt, Michael Dixon. And this one hits at the 3 and then bounds into the end zone for a touchback. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball, just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
At the 27-yard line.
Play action. It's Burrow. Pressure comes, and down he goes. And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the second down play, they burn the timeout, making him sweat out the final few ticks here in the second quarter. Not wanting to risk another sack, they'll play it safe with a run. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break.
Bengals nothing.
And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. 10-0 is our score as we get started again on EA Sports. The fair catch taken short of the goal line, and they'll begin this 3rd quarter at their own 25.
Here we go.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And they trail here to begin the second half. What's going to be a key for them to get back in the game?
I think they're right there, and I think this game is still up for the taking for them because we always talk about turnovers. They had 2 of them in the first half, and once you start talking about if you have 3, 4, 5, you know it's beyond difficult to try and win a football game with that. Those have to be eliminated. If they take care of the ball, they've still got a shot.
On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already. And it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12. I don't know how well our microphones are picking it up for those of you at home, but Charles, you and I can hear it. A lot of groans right now coming from this crowd.
I don't know if we're picking up what's happening in the stadium or from the people who are supporting this team at home, because it's coming through loud and clear to you and me. This offense, they've been stuck in neutral much of the game, and on that last play, they actually went in reverse. I think this crowd would have liked neutral, don't you?
Yeah, neutral would have strongly been preferred. They'll take anything positive at this point. Nice punt, but good work on the return to get back 11 yards. And that will come the offense as they take over. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They'll run with Walker to begin the drive. To the 40 and no further. The razzle-dazzle, though, got him a couple extra on the play. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Here's Smith. He'll find Metcalf. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 14 yards that time for number 14.
That's another beautiful throw right there. Gets it to his man right in stride. And I think that throw kind of exemplifies what we've seen from this offense throughout this game. They've been in rhythm. They've been sharp. They've been on it. And they pick up another first down there.
Out of the gun, Walker with it. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. Oh, able to avoid him. A good space to operate there as he takes this down inside the 35-yard line. 11 yards there and a first down for Seattle.
Yeah, they really needed to get something going, didn't they? They had punted on the last 2 possessions. The running game starting to come to the front for them, providing a nice pickup there to keep this drive going.
Now Geno on first down. This complete to Lockett. 2 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Hey, here we go, hey. It's 2nd and 8. No ball, no ball. 31-yard line.
Hey, on the ball.
Now Geno. Returning right back to Lockett. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6.
It's a gain of 6. And it's 3rd down.
This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. They'll try for the first with Walker. And a strong run there as he'll maneuver his way down inside the 15. 47 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times. A lot to praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
And he finds Lockett in the end zone. Touchdown, Seattle. A 14-yard touchdown. And the Seahawks are able to add on to that lead. Now Myers for the extra point. He's got it, and it's 17-0.
Next to score, Seahawks 17. Bengals nothing. Michael Dixon, the kickoff.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. No run back here for Jones. A touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
12.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
And that ball going to be intercepted yet again. Picked off by Quandre Diggs. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Well, I mean, you get it. They're trying to make something happen here in this 3rd quarter, CD, but I don't think a pick 6 is exactly what they had in mind.
No, not at all, because this offense, they've been stuck all game long. Haven't dented the scoreboard yet, and they're kind of forced to take a few chances here. And that one, it backfired in a big way.
Extra point up and through by Myers. And the lead is now 24.
Bengals nothing.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And he'll elect not to run with it. The fair catch will move this out to the 25-yard line.
at their own 25-yard line.
Here we go, here we go.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
Well, it's a game that they would rather probably forget about, at least to this point, Charles. And one reason is turnovers. A turnover on the last drive. They had the issue in the first half as well. And that's really, unfortunately for them, helped to put this game out of reach.
And you know they won't admit it to themselves. But we know that winning the game is pretty much out of the picture now. So their bottom line is, how do they play a clean game the rest of this one, right? Take care of the football, no more turnovers, and see how that works.
And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. An excellent pickup of 20 yards.
That's good for the Cincinnati Bengals.
Now Burrow. Short throw to Smith. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll give him a short yardage situation here for second down. Meanwhile, Burrow's throw taken in here by Chase. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 18. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Burrow going to give this to Mixon. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Joe Mixon, his 8th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Bengals are able to cut into that deficit. Zach Taylor's made the decision. They'll go for 2 here. And Burrow's going to look to throw for it. And they're going to get the 2-point conversion. Caught in the end zone. And that cuts the lead a bit further. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. And some room to work. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick 1st down.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off. And I can see the officials kind of looking at each other down there, silently wondering, does this meet the level of grounding? Fortunately, he did have a receiver in the area, but I have seen less obvious throwaways called as penalties.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Smith. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the 3rd quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
Play action. It's Smith. To the right side and complete to Metcalf. And he is going to have a Seahawks 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I don't care how many times we see it, I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. 1st down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. We have played 3 quarters. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Second and a couple.
13.
Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front seven, reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
And always sheds a tackle. Now he's got some space. Flashed the stick skills, but didn't get a ton from it. Stopped short of the 35.
Now, they did get a little gain on this play, but all in all, a nice job defensively against the touch pass. They were able to string it out towards the sideline and never let him get the corner and turn it upfield for a bigger chunk of yardage.
Gino, he's going to get this complete to Walker.
They had 3 yards on first down, just 1 yard there.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
From the gun, it's Walker. And maybe a little over pursuit there as he's able to take this down to the 25-yard line. 70 yards rushing for him in the ball game now on 14 carries.
I think there's a fatigue factor that's kicking in defensively. You know the will is still strong, but I think the offense is starting to bend it just a little bit, don't you?
Yeah, absolutely. It's looked that way. We'll see if they can continue this already strong drive. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Up the middle, here's Walker. What a great effort there. He's going to get this inside the 15, and they'll spot it at the 13-yard line. Nice run.
11 yards there and a first down for Seattle.
No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. 9 yards on the play there, and it sets him up 1st and goal.
Brandon, sometimes it just comes down to the power of suggestion because I know exactly what they said all week long. We're coming off the open week. We'll have the fresher legs in the fourth quarter, and they will wilt when we get to that point. And right now, it appears that they're thinking that exact thing.
Yeah, offensively, they had the bye last week. Defensively, did not. Is that really a big factor? Is that more talk during the week?
I think the more that you talk about it, the more that you emphasize it, the more sometimes it comes true for your team.
Charbonnet is in. Touchdown, Seattle.
And that right there is the definition of a statement drive. You're in the fourth quarter, trying to get to the finish line, and here they were able to hold the ball for a long time and move it down the field. And how about them finishing it off with the touchdown run? Winning football 101? Check that box.
Myers connects on the PAT, and that pushes the lead up to 23.
Bengals 8. Michael Dixon to kick off for Seattle.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
And he'll elect not to run with it. And the fair catch on the kickoff will move the ball to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
Here we go.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching staff was confident that this was going to be the game to stem the tide, but that just has not been the case.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by the linebacker, Bobby Wagner. And they're going to be set up in the red zone right around the 17-yard line. Charles, whatever's going going on between his ears right now. It's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offensive coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Now it's Smith off the bootleg. And this will be caught by his big wide receiver. Touchdown! DK Metcalf from 19 yards away. And the Seahawks are closing in on a 4-1 start as they extend their 4th quarter lead. Well, when coaches come into a game preaching total team effort, CD, I think this is the type of ball game that they're dreaming of. It was pretty apparent early on that they were clicking in all 3 phases. It's been fun to watch.
Yeah, sometimes in the NFL you end up with matchups like we've been watching here. And when you go back through the early drives, you can just see that one squad was on a different level in this game. Safe to say, we have been disappointed in watching their execution throughout this contest.
Fair catch going to be taken, and this will be moved out to the 25.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side in this one.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it.
This goes out wide for Mixon.
And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. It's a Bengal first down, a pickup of 11.
With this game well in hand, perhaps we're seeing the coverage lighten up a little bit as they got burned there a bit for a first down.
But we certainly know the coach isn't happy along the sideline because he certainly wants him to finish this one out the way.
Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawks defense. And quickly they get to the line. Now Burrow to throw on 2nd down. This is caught. It's Boyd. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as a tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 37.
11 mighty.
They will throw on 1st down with Burrow. Forced out to his left. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Smith. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
Burrow looking to pass.
And he is going to be taken down. They got him. As that is going to take us to the 2-minute warning.
Leonard Williams in there to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning. They go play action with Burrow. He's going to go up top for the end zone.
And it's incomplete. Oh, that would have been 6 points, but somehow he couldn't rein it in.
A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive.
Throwing the out route, finding Boyd for the completion.
That'll go for a gain of 7. And that's going to make it 4th down.
That's certainly playing down in distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath by all means.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. They'll try and throw for it with Burrow.